Hey, this is Mike Johnston, and today I want to show you how to properly post a new blog post to your website. First things first, go to your login URL and enter your username and password, as well as doing the CAPTCHA thing should there be one there, and of course if it's a website that we did, there will be one there. This website is just built on my computer. It's kind of a little test website, so I don't have everything enabled necessarily that would be enabled on a full production website. However, some things should be enabled on here. So once you've logged into your new website or your existing website, you'll probably find yourself in the dashboard area. Now, to create a new post, we come over here on the left and we scroll down to posts, and we can either look at our existing posts, add a new post, or look at our categories and our tags. And then of course, if existing pages, or to create a new page on your site, we go to pages, but in this case we'll look at posts. You can go to either all posts or add new, whichever you'd like. Add new being the most direct if your purpose is indeed to add a new post. So we get to here, and here is your post title. And what you need to do too is, if you want to create a good piece of content for search engine discovery and to enable people to discover it, you should build each post on your site around a specific keyword. The keyword should be many things. It should be something that your customers look for when they're looking for information about your product or service. It should be something that applies to your product or service. It should be something that you haven't really used before on your website, and for that reason it's a lot easier to do posts that are based around what you could call a keyword phrase as opposed to a specific keyword. Because, like, for example, if you have a roofing company, you know, there's only so many ways you can describe that and write a new post about it. Roofing, roof, roofer, that doesn't contain that keyword, so if you're just writing on that keyword, you're soon going to run out of possibilities. But if you use a keyword phrase, you know, there's a lot more phrases that you can use built around that keyword, like, for example, metal roofing, standing seam roofing, shingles, asphalt shingles, wood shingles, you know, I mean, and so there's all kinds of things you can do in that respect, and things that people would like to know. And that's really the main thing you have to think about when you're writing content is how is this going to benefit my audience, my clients, my customers, people that might become my customers. How can I better inform, educate, or, you know, in a way entertain that group of people in order to keep them as customers and to keep them interested in me as a business. So there's all kinds of ways that you can find good keywords for your area, for your business. Google AdWords has a keyword tool. Now it's within AdWords. It used to be standalone, it got moved into AdWords. So if you have an AdWords account, you look up the top tools and do the drop down there, and you can find the keyword tool there. And there are other tools, for example, if you want to find out the keywords that people are using when they find your competition, there's a site called SpyFu, and even if you use just the free version of it, you can learn and gain insight into what searches people are using when they find your competition's website. And another place you can look for keyword and therefore story ideas is on Google Analytics and Google Search Console, which, if it's a site that we've set up, you already have these tools included with the setup. Google Search Console shows many terms that people are using, not quite all of them, but a lot of them, that people are using when they find your website. Google Analytics further refines that. It can show, when you have Google Analytics and Google Search Console and even AdWords all tied together, Analytics shows you the keywords that AdWords people are using, the keywords that organic traffic is using, and Search Console and AdWords also gives you information in that respect. So it all works together and really gives you an idea into how people are finding you, so that you can better concentrate your efforts on the ways that people are using to find you, and cater to those things. And in AdWords, of course, it also helps you see which keywords are performing the best. If you have the account set up properly, it'll show you conversions, like somebody comes to your site through an ad based on keyword A, and then once they get to your site, they convert in that they take the action that you want them to take on your site, whether it's filling out a form, buying a product, calling you on the phone, and that the number of conversions on each keyword shows you which keywords are better at making you money. So that's another reason. So keywords are really, really important online, and when you write content, you have to keep that in mind. And I know it's a lot, but it's important that you do it. The more you do it, the better your results are going to be. So maybe my business is about, I'm a locksmith, so the title of this might be how to find a reputable locksmith. And you want people to know that because you consider yourself to be a reputable locksmith, and you would like them to find you. So and you've also done your keyword research, and you found that people are looking on the web for a reputable locksmith, and so you want to show up in that search when they search for that, and this is a way to do it. So then now, let's say your keyword then here, your keyword phrase is going to be reputable locksmith. Okay, oops, took too many words there. So your keyword phrase is going to be reputable locksmith. Okay, so now I also, if this again is a site that we build, we include the Yoast SEO tool, which helps you to build every page and post on your site in a search engine friendly way. So once you have established your keyword for this page or post, you come down here to this area, and this is the Yoast SEO tool, and they call it your focus keyword. It can also be a phrase. You're going to enter it in here. Boom, reputable locksmith. Okay, and now it's going to give you, it gives you a little mock-up here of what your search is going to look like in Google. And so these are all things that tie together. So now you've found your keyword, you've decided on the title, and you notice there's no URL showing here yet, so we're going to save draft. Okay, and now here, this is going to be the permalink. This is the URL for this page as it's going to look. So is this too long? How to find a reputable locksmith. The URL should contain your keyword, which it does. Your keyword phrase is reputable locksmith, and here it is in the URL as well. And it should also be contained down here in the body in a certain percentage. Here, we'll save this again so we can go down here to Yoast and have another look at it. Okay, so how to find a reputable locksmith, local blog. You probably don't want that there, so you can edit your title here. You just want it to say how to find a reputable locksmith, and it could be longer than that. There's limits to how long your title should be so that it doesn't get cut off in search results, but it could be a little bit longer than that. Maybe you would, as a local business, want to put some location specific information there and say how to find a reputable locksmith in, say you're in Dallas, Texas, D-A-L-L-A-S-T-X. I'm just trying to get that out to green. There you go. How to find a reputable locksmith working in Dallas, Texas. And there you have it. And this shows you your URL slug. You can change that here If you want to, you could take off how to and just say find a reputable locksmith, but you don't have to. It's okay. So Yoast think that's okay, and this shows you, obviously I didn't capitalize or anything, which you would want your search title to look like there. And here is what, and again, Google doesn't have to, or any search engine doesn't have to use what you specify as the page description, which is the next thing we're going to look at. However, if you do specify one, there's a good chance that they might use it. So, how to, oops, okay, try this over again. Where'd that go? So when you actually then go to rate your content, you would also use your keywords down here. And there you go. They say the minimum number of words to use in a piece of content is 300. That's actually been going up, and really, again, it's you write to the audience, not for the search engine. If you can tell the audience everything you want to say about the specific topic in this post in 300 words, fine, so be it. If it takes you 3,000 words, again, fine. And supposedly the search engines are liking the longer form stuff more now because that imparts more information. However, there's only so much you're going to say about some things. So it's up to how the audience needs to see it. Should you want to add an image? This right here is the basic dashboard for the WordPress page editor. I usually also add a plugin called WP Edit, which gives you a bunch more choices and more things that you can work with there. So for this though, we'll just look at this. Oh, I misspelled Dallas. There. And let's say we want to add an image. So you want to add media. That's right here. First, you might as well let's put our cursor here. We'll say we'll put it on the left. Add media. This is the only media we have right now, so we'll just look at this. We have mask PNG. So you also, every time you add an image, you want to fill out this space here. This says alt text. That's the alt tag in the it's the alt part of the meta tag in the image tag that gets used to embed that image into your post, and the browser reads that and it can see what the image is about, and the search engine can see what the image is about. And if somebody is using a page reader tool, like a visually impaired person is using a page reader tool, it can tell them what the image is about too. So the image the alt description should be descriptive. It should tell you what the image is about, and not just be, you know, the title like mask 1 2 3 4 or image 4 5 6. That doesn't tell anybody anything. So and it also helps the search engine better index the image so that it can show up in image search results. So it's important to put that in there. Then we can come down here and say we want to insert this into the post, and the alignment is going to be left because that's where I left the cursor. It's not going to link to anything. If they click on the image, it's just the image. It's not going to link to anything, and it's going to be full size, which is only 101 by 101 pixels in this case. And it's worth a whole other post or a whole other episode probably just to talk to you about how to optimize images for the web, especially in today's mobile first search environment. So we're going to insert this, and that just plops it right in there. See, and here's your words, here's this, and you can just keep typing and it starts and wraps around. You could have also put it over here. You could have also centered it. That wouldn't have worked out too well with the words, but it gives you a basic idea how to do this. And don't forget to save your draft often. And we can take this first paragraph here, and then remember to go down to Yoast SEO and see it's already filled in from my first paragraph here. So otherwise we could paste it in there. And then this gives you a critique down here of specific things that you've done correctly and specific things that could be done a little bit better in terms of search engine optimization. You can get these all green or you cannot. That's up to you, but in either way it will help you do it better. I'm not going to write enough in this case to make the SEO grader happy, but I hope you get the idea from there. And if you want to have categories, they go over here. You can, you know, add specific categories and then add specific tags here. Categories and tags should not be the same thing. Categories and tags should also not be the same as your keyword necessarily. Each one is, categories should be, you know, if you use it, they should be frequently used topics on your site. And if you use tags, they should be used to give a little more definition to what the post is or page is about without being the same information that's already there. So you wouldn't want to use reputable locksmith as tags. You could use, you know, something else, Dallas maybe, but that's not really a keyword, but it's used in the content. You know, it's a little bit trial and error, but so anyway, the tags should describe better what's in there and add more clarity to it that isn't maybe contained in the body of what you have posted. Categories, just things like roofing, siding, flooring, interiors, whatever. I've been working on construction websites a lot. I've got it on my brain here. So that's a lot about how you post new content to your WordPress blog. Thanks for watching, and keep watching for more tips and tricks. Maybe not every day, but fairly often. Thanks. Bye.